Primary day now over, and we know who will be on the ballots this November. The Associated Press has declared Virginia State Senator Ghazala Hashmi the winner in the Democratic primary for lieutenant governor. Former Richmond Mayor Levar Stoney trailed by just a narrow margin, but announced his concession this morning. In a statement, Stoney said in part, "Unfortunately, in this primary, we came up a little short, but the fight for a fair Virginia continues. I ask all my supporters to rally behind Senator Hashmi and the entire Democratic ticket so we can continue the fight back against the Trump administration and complicit Republicans like Glenn Youngkin, Winsome Sears, and John Reed." And here's a closer look at the election results specifically for Richmond. Senator Hashmi earned more than 58% of the vote in the city. The former mayor, Levar Stoney, received about 20%. Here's CBS 6 political analyst Dr. Bob Holsworth's take.
What happened in the interim was the water crisis. And the water crisis essentially has been blamed on the fact that many citizens believe he did not do enough to address it during the 8 years that he was mayor.
Dr. Bob says Stoney earned just 6% of the vote in some city precincts, like in the Museum District. Senator Hashmi will now face Republican John Reed in November for the state's second highest seat. Overnight, Reed congratulated Hashmi in a video message posted on X. Several other races were tight, with at least one that surprised our political analyst. CBS 6's Rob Cardwell runs down those results.
We now know who's going to be running against Jason Miyares for Commonwealth's Attorney. Former Delegate Jay Jones is the winner over Henrico County Commonwealth's Attorney Shannon Taylor. Jones, a Democrat, will be the nominee for Attorney General. He'll face off against Republican incumbent Jason Miyares. Richmond Sheriff Antoinette Irving knocked off her challenger William Burnett by about 2,400 votes, and with no Republican candidate declared to run in November, it appears Irving will keep her role. She served as sheriff in Richmond for more than 7 years. And that's a similar story in the race for Richmond Commonwealth's Attorney. Incumbent Colette McEachin has beaten challenger Tom Barber, and Republicans currently have no nominee to run against her in November. For the House of Delegates, May Navarre has beaten Andrew Scheer in District 57. Navarre will now take on Delegate Dave Owen. For District 73, Leslie Mehta has beaten Justin Woodford. She'll challenge Delegate Mark Early. Lindsay Dougherty has beaten Dustin Wade and Stephen Mills Pitts Jr. She'll take on incumbent Delegate Kerry Coyner. In the 81st District, incumbent Delegate Dolores McQuinn has knocked off Alicia Shanette Atkins. But it's the Commonwealth's Attorney's race that some people are surprised to hear about, including our political analyst, Dr. Bob Holsworth.
In many of the counties where you thought she would lose, she actually wound up winning. But what happened is that she didn't run up a large enough margin here in RVA to counter what Jay Jones was doing in Hampton Roads. So while she won Henrico fairly handily, Richmond and Chesterfield County was basically a draw.
The general and special elections for Lieutenant Governor, Governor, Attorney General, Virginia House of Delegates, and local offices will be on November 4th. In the studio, Rob Cardwell, CBS 6 News.
And over the past few days, we've heard from both candidates for governor, Republican nominee and current Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl Sears, and Democratic gubernatorial nominee Abigail Spanberger. Each spoke about what they plan to do if they win the election this November. Here's what Earl Sears said at a rally at the Hippodrome in Richmond last night.
I'm going to lower the cost of living for working families by building on the $9 billion in tax cuts that we have put in. I'm going to eliminate the taxes on tips. I'm going to eliminate taxes on goods for our children. And yes, I'm going to eliminate the taxes on cars, the car tax.
Democratic nominee Abigail Spanberger, a former 7th District representative, spoke at a rally of her own.
We need to be talking to voters about the specific plans we have to make the Commonwealth more affordable, to strengthen our schools, and create opportunities for all our kids. We need to put Virginia and Virginians first, period, full stop. That is the job of the governor.
For the latest updates on election results, just go to our website, WTVR.com, or download the free CBS 6 News app.